What's up, everybody? My name is Mr. Dupa. That right there is Drunk Dave Romero.
I'm not drunk yet,
You
but
will
let's
be.
do it.
And that's Adam Obesi's Rodriguez.
I'm hungry.
Tonight's brew is the Rogue Brewing Company Shakespeare Oatmeal Stout World Champion Stout. It's a 6.1 ABV. It looks delicious. We're going to have a good time tonight. This is the One Beer In Podcast.
Let's jump right in. Stout.
Yeah.
That is a refreshing scent.
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
I love me a good stout.
World champ for a reason.
Yeah, that's delicious.
I like that. I like it a lot.
I wish I could live in this cup.
Just dab right in. Oh, yeah. It's not like, it's not a milk stout, so obviously it's not really thick, but it's still got that good stout taste. That oatmeal comes in pretty strong. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. It's really a tasty stout.
Mm-hmm.
Not overpowering though. Like it's not like some stouts almost make me more thirsty.
Yeah.
Like they're a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very easily drinkable, but definitely has a classic stout taste. High marks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I have nothing bad to say about it.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's getting a solid 5 for me.
I agree with that. Agree with that 5.
Yeah, all right.
You seem disappointed in agreeing with us.
I
I don't want to jump a bandwagon, but
yeah, and I didn't want to go too hard and say 5.5, but I was leaning towards it. But I'm going to reserve high marks for like really, really good beer. Maybe this next one.
this is a really good beer, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll go 5.5.
Okay.
Going 5.5.
You converted him.
Okay. All right. 5.5.
5.51.
5.5, Bob.
5.51, Bob.
There you go. 5.5. 5.5. Sticking with your 5.
Stick with the 5, yeah.
That's pretty high. I don't know if we've consensus been that high on a beer yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is good.
But anyway,
What?
it's the One Beer In Podcast.
Huh? Jumping right in?
No, not yet. We'll jump in a second. Episode 27. This is a good beer. Let's jump right in.
Can we slide in for a change?
Okay.
Slide
Are we going
right
to
in.
slide in?
Slide right
Let's
in.
slide. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just slide right in. Adam?
All right, yeah. Sliding right into it.
That made me uncomfortable when you
Now
said
you made it gross.
that. That was uncomfortable. I don't like the way you said that.
It's like the word moist. Just makes people feel grossed out.
Makes me moist.
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 Anyway, the biggest guy in YouTube, period, bar none, is a guy named PewDiePie. Yeah.
What is this YouTube you speak of?
This YouTube, it's a place that people find videos such as this one.
Just of all time?
Yeah, currently, to this date, he just got 30 million subscribers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So more than that freak on Nickelodeon? The little kid? Fred or whatever his name is? And I mean, it's...
That little freak.
It's just surprising that, like, because he's geared towards video games, right?
Yeah. It's a gaming channel.
It's very surprising that...
I don't like that guy. I think he's an idiot.
Who, this dude?
PewDiePie.
Oh.
Well, reserve your statements. He's mostly geared towards teenagers, sort of a younger crowd. And, that's a lot of people that are online. So he just recently celebrated 30 million subscribers. I'm sure he's over that by now. But he got famous. He started his YouTube in 2010, I think. And he got famous off Let's Plays. So just videos of him playing games.
So what we were just watching, was that him?
That wasn't him. No.
Oh.
No.
There's some other guy with a Let's Play video?
Yeah, there are tons of people with Let's Play videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, he did something that propelled him above everybody else.
The thing that I think differentiates him is just his personality, which, like with you, David, rubs you the wrong way, but I guess some people like it.
30 million people.
Yeah, a good amount of people.
Whatever,
So
they're all wrong.
all of them are wrong. Their opinions are wrong. But anyway, he got famous off Let's Play videos, so just playing games, doing commentary, talking over the games. He got famous on a lot of horror games. Like
So the
putting out
question
Slender,
is,
stuff
how
like
do
that.
we do that?
That's a good question. That wasn't really my topic, but yeah. Feel free to give us any advice on the YouTubes.
Please.
Comment section.
Please.
Yes. Subscribe, like.
Yeah, I was just kidding if you're listening, PewDiePie.
We love you. Anyway, so recently PewDiePie decided to get rid of all the comments. Like, the comment section is now done for his YouTube channel, which is a big deal since
So he did the whole comments are not allowed on this video
Yeah,
thing?
disabled them.
Disabled all the comments on his channel. So that's a big deal when you have 30 million subscribers.
Yeah.
So he's getting millions of views per video, with, I'm sure, hundreds of thousands of comments that are now completely gone. So that's an entire community that's just been kind of wiped off of the internet. So he said the reason he took it off was because he was getting too much spam, self-advertising, what you're going to get at that many views. You know, it's like
of course.
a free place for you to put your advertisement, and basically trolls. So, you know, people that don't like him, people that don't like his fans, going in and doing stuff. Anyway, the way that he's getting around this now is he's saying that he's going to do hashtags on Twitter, and that's the way that people will be able to contact him, and the community can go on his Reddit, things like that, and that's the way they're going to amass the people that they're missing now on YouTube. So my question is, do you think that that's a justifiable and smart move on his part, or
No.
I'm kind of on the fence about it because I understand where he's coming from as far as the internet being this vitriolic place where people just spew poison at each other.
That's poetry, man.
Thank you. Right.
Dave, if you want
What?
to take the floor first.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I mean, I think a website that big with a community that large is responsible for making sure like filters for advertisements are set in place, because it's usually just spam bots doing that. And
Yeah.
I doubt a person is individually, copy pasting on all these videos or all these fake names.
Yeah.
So I think that's on YouTube to get that straightened out, even though people are gonna, find workarounds.
Oh, yeah.
Which is exactly what PewDiePie just did, but who's to say his workaround won't get worked around? Because people are just gonna go on Twitter now with those hashtags and spam there and troll there.
I don't think as many trolls would come out and be like, well, now we're going to go after his Twitter account and his Reddit account. We're going to fuck that
plus
shit
the people
up.
that were honestly like commenting and contributing to the community are now they have an extra step to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support that decision wholeheartedly. Although I do see where you're coming from, Dave. I mean, if his comment section, he's 30 million people strong, 30 million subscriptions strong, and the majority of it is trolls, spam bots,
Garbage.
and if the majority of the conversation, like, there's no conversation being had. No one's actually, like, every, 10 or 20 comments is someone trying to contribute to the conversation, and then it's 20 more people saying, shut up,
Right.
Calling him fag and blah, 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 all this terrible things, and that ruins, you can't have a good conversation. YouTube comments are not the place to have a conversation. It's just...
Any comment section, generally.
But YouTube especially, because anyone can have one and everyone goes on there. He's a guy who talks about video games, and he has 30 million people going to his videos and watching them.
Yeah.
That's insane. Just video games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the amount of stuff that gets posted on YouTube every day. People who... we had a comment from a guy... I don't even know how he found the page.
Thank you for sending your comment, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was awesome to see that. But what I'm saying is, we didn't advertise to people specifically. We just put it out there.
Right.
And some stranger found the podcast and you listen to it. Now just imagine if you had 30 million people, like your videos are getting millions and millions of views. So you're getting all these, you're just getting people from all, like every corner of the internet. There's no way to stop it from being just disgusting, just misogynistic, just terrible stuff on his YouTube comments.
Right.
If he felt like, I mean, he's still going to get the same amount of views.
Probably, yeah.
Well, it might go down a little bit because people go on there to talk shit, and now they don't have that.
But I think that's the point. He's trying to weed those people out.
And that's a good thing. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't see having 30 million subscriptions. I don't see the downside in telling people like, look, if you really, because now, like you said, you make an extra step for people. Now they have to, if they really want to talk about it, they have to take that extra step.
It acts as a filter.
Right. That it's a filter in and of itself. So
right.
I agree with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
You kind of won me over on it, Marco, because at first, like, it's just so powerful to have that many people on your, commenting on your material, regardless. Even if half of it's garbage, or even a little bit more than half, like, there's still at least hundreds of thousands of...
Have you seen a PewDiePie?
PewDiePie? I have not.
Yeah, I mean, say what you will about the guy, but he has a loyal fan base.
Yeah.
Like, super loyal fan base. They're an entire community that he's built over doing stupid YouTube videos. Like, that's the dream. That's what you hope to do.
Right.
I read somewhere he's making like $4 million just in advertising every year. And that's mostly just pocketed money because it's just ads. That's it. Like, he doesn't have a big production. It's him, a camera, a microphone. That was probably
what is he actually? What's
sponsored.
he paying for? As far as like the production side, like what's he putting money into?
His apartment.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the real stuff, he's paying for, but like to generate money, like it's all revenue.
Yeah,
like there's nothing going back into it.
It's not like he has a production company or something.
Right.
He probably edits things right there as soon as he does them. He buys the games that he needs to play for it.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. The rest gets pocketed.
So yeah, I mean that is a perfect illustration of just how terrible the internet can be sometimes. Like you can, you were talking about that. You brought this up not on the podcast, in real life, the Gamergate thing. Remember the journalism thing, with the girl who was apparently sleeping with people. I bring this up.
That horrible depression game.
yeah,
that's right.
I bring this up because, like I said before, I didn't really want to talk about it because we don't know enough about it to speak intelligently on it. But they're now saying that the hashtag Gamergate came from 4chan, and it was a bunch of people like. There's a bunch of different stories going around and a bunch of theories about like what the girl actually did and blah blah blah. That's not really the point. We don't know the facts, but there is a community of people on 4chan who created this to kind of like silence her and anybody who defended her. And apparently like a lot of the stuff that was said about the girl wasn't true and it was proven to be untrue. So, but that's the power of it. You get a message board going, especially like 4chan. You tell somebody on 4chan to do something, and if the message board gets a hold of it, they'll wreck.
It's a sea of
they will fucking wreck something.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just the power that it's kind of.
But it was a shitty game that didn't deserve to be on Steam.
Oh yeah, probably. I don't know. I didn't play it. Did you play it?
No. Why would I? It's a text game on Steam. Like
about depression.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's a text game. It's supposed to be on like Newgrounds or some shit like that.
That's all besides the point. This is about.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if the game was awful,
right? It doesn't matter.
It's the fact that like if the stuff that they said about her wasn't true, but they thought it was true at that point, and an entire like thousands of people on a message board decided to take it upon themselves to ruin her life and any person who defended her. Like, that kind of power it's scary, first of all, that many people can be joined together for something just so fucking awful.
Right. I mean, you see it all the time. Like, if there's ever anything that happens, like some sort of tragedy or something, people will go on the internet, put out false information, and then, like, an innocent person can get screwed over that kind of stuff. You know?
Like, when, with the Trayvon thing.
Right. Somebody
posted out the wrong address, and then Spike Lee's dumbass, he jumps on and he tweets out the wrong address.
Right.
Now all these people are sending death threats to these 80-year-old couple.
Yeah.
Like that kind of
nothing
stuff.
to
That's
anybody.
that's the kind of thing. Like that's the con, the huge con to the internet.
That was probably one guy going, "Fucking, I hate you and your dog." Here,
This is the address. This is him. This is
Found
Dino
him.
Zimmerman.
found him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful. Like I was watching Californication, which by the way, I started watching it. Pretty good show.
It's on Netflix now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
I heard good things.
There's a moment where he's talking about how the age of the internet was supposed to bring people together, and it was supposed to be enlightenment, and it was supposed to open up new avenues. Like we're supposed to. I mean, we can talk to anyone on the globe who has an internet connection. Like that kind of communication and connection to other human beings was supposed to open us up to basically a new world order. Not utopia, because we'll never reach that, but something close to that as far as communication. And what it's basically devolved into is just fucking kiddie porn and just terrible, awful.
Jesus
it's
Christ.
off. Like
Part of the internet you on.
I'm just saying, like that's not a hard thing to find if you want to find it, and that's
Right.
bad. You know,
Well-
actually, okay. That kind of content is bad, but to have the freedom to be able to do something like that is not so bad. I mean, not saying like it's good to be looking at kiddie porn, but what I'm saying is having that kind of freedom is pretty cool.
Okay, I heard kitty porn. Like,
No, not like child pornography,
There it is.
awful stuff, bad things, not like cats,
I'm thinking like drawings of cats.
which you can probably. I mean, there's millions of websites for that.
Those
so
are furries, actually.
what I'm saying is like having that kind of freedom is good,
Kind
but
of sound offended, Adam.
that kind of content.
We're
those
called
are
furries.
Excuse me.
No, but I mean, it's that's true, but there's potential in both ways. Equal potential in both ways, the dark and the light.
Yeah.
You know?
Same way bad has happened, good has happened too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are more connected as a humanity because we can, I don't know, see a video
Share
from
ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's the good part, you know, being able to share ideas and like Kickstarter campaigns, even though, you know, we trashed them before, like good ones, you know, it's good to see people saying, hey, I have this really good idea. All I need is a little bit of crowdfunding. Like stuff like that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that a guy has to disable the comment section on a YouTube account, and all he does is play video games. He has to disable the comments because of the trash that gets thrown at
Well,
him.
maybe that's exactly why. Like, his content isn't serious, so why would anybody on the comment section take it seriously?
Well, I mean, but there's a level to it, you know.
Yeah.
Like trolling is one thing, like, you know, just fucking with people to get a rise out of them. I think it's funny to watch that, but when it comes to a point where it's like, you know, you're just trashing people over and over again, and you're trashing the guy for no reason, and you know, just sending just filth on his page, so much so that maybe, I don't know, I didn't see the actual comments, so I can't
Right.
really gauge how terrible they actually were. Maybe he was just really sensitive about it.
I mean, if you watch any of his videos, he's a very positive guy. He's like Dave was saying, his videos are not to be taken seriously. It's very jokey. He's very like kind of lighthearted, and people don't like positivity on the internet.
Oh, hell no.
So if you watch
they
that,
want to break you.
yeah, exactly. They want to break people down. And though I don't think his content's serious, I think that he's serious about his community that he's made. I think he's serious about his fans. He does the whole bro thing that he likes to call his fans the bros. And like they're all his friends. And like I feel like that's really good community building. But that he felt like it was getting under the heap of garbage that people were spewing on top of it.
Yeah.
That were literally, like you were saying, just there to spew hatred and didn't even like to watch these videos, but stuck around just to hate.
Yeah.
Basically.
And I mean, but that, you know, that's on every, if you ever look at anything on YouTube, you're going to see a bunch of people quoting the video that we just watched. And then more people who are like, who is this guy? And then there's, you know, there's there in between all the comments is like, this fucking sucks. This guy sucks dick, blah, blah, blah. For no reason, just to say those
Right.
things. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I would have to have seen how badly it actually got on some of his videos to gauge if disabling the comments was warranted. But if he felt like that, it had to be pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, he did it once before, and then he turned it back on because he felt like, you know, maybe we'll give it another chance. So he came out with another video explaining, all right, we tried it again, didn't work out. So
You guys are awful.
yeah.
Don't talk to
Clearly,
me
you
anymore.
guys can't behave, so you can't have topics.
Right.
If you can't behave, we're taking the comments away. But on YouTube's to YouTube's what's the word I'm looking for?
Credit.
I was gonna say benefit. To YouTube's credit.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mixed those two together. It got weird. To their credit, they ended up talking to PewDiePie in particular because he's that big of a guy on YouTube. Like, they went out of their way to...
Yeah, if they're making money off of him.
There you go. Advertisements, exactly. So they went out of their way to talk to him, and nothing's really come out of it yet, but he said basically, I'm talking to YouTube to try to figure out the comments situation to see if we can work it out somehow. But
yeah, because there's no mods or admins on
not really.
YouTube. So
the thing that Google tried to do which was make your name like your real name.
Yeah.
So whenever you're commenting stuff, it should technically be your real name.
But it still doesn't have to be.
Trolling.
Absolutely
And
not.
it won't, like, what? Now that you have my email address, is going to stop me from being an asshole?
Or a
No.
fake email.
Well, okay, some people it would, because
Yeah.
they hide behind that. And
People make fake accounts just to troll.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah, and it's not hard.
No.
It's very easy to do that. So
I've seen
you
somebody
know.
called Abraham Lincoln. It was not Abraham Lincoln though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy. So I mean that nice try, Google, but what do you think? Just like, sorry, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
People are gonna find ways to be dickheads if they really want to.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. In real life and on the internet.
I wasn't talking about you.
David felt judged and targeted in particular.
So I slapped him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good way to cap that off. But we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on PewDiePie, I guess. He doesn't need any help in our promotion, but,
And he's not getting it.
if
Fuck that guy.
if he wants to advertise for us or something, that'd be cool.
I mean, not fuck
don't-
that
don't-
guy. He's a great guy. I'm gonna watch one of his videos someday.
Right now.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.